levers here that are giving trouble. I took them off. There were rubber booties on here, and obviously you can see here is the block for each side that the lever bolts to. You can see the lever flange right there. What we had trouble with is this thing would move so far before anything happened. That's what we're getting into trouble. Now to get this thing off, there are 4 bolts that I could feel them twist when I did it by hand. So to get these main bolts out that were here in the floor, got the little impact out. Did pretty good. Yeah, I mean, it hung up on a couple of them, but it wasn't that big a deal. However, when it come to these guys, I didn't realize they were this long. I just know in here holding things together is an Allen bolt. As you can see, the white, the rust, and I was like, this is not good. But I took a lesson from way back. I got to make sure I got all my bolts here too. Yeah, I dropped one somewhere. And I thought, well, there's only one way to do this. Now the other 3 I've loosened up already. Now I tightened that one back down. And you see what I have here in my hand is an impact driver. So what I did, and I haven't done this last bolt yet right here. This has got a wire in it for high speed. Now I do this either with one of these sockets in the Allen socket head, or quite often I'll take a punch. If it's the larger ones, I'll get a punch as big as I can and do the same thing. Now what that quite often does is, where'd the little devil go? There they are. That here is 5mm. No, not all the time, but most often that means this end is 5mm, or in this case 6. But they're very close in size. So what are you doing? You pound in here, the shoulder still hits, but you actually stretch the shank in the head just a little bit. You can do the same with countersink. Trust me, a countersink, man, that's just what you want to do. And that takes care of the problem. Now let's see if this last one does what the others did. Turn the direction you want to loosen. There we go. Now, the other thing you have to remember to do is, when it's rusted in that tight, before you loosen it completely, you're going to take that bit out of there. Or you will cuss yourself green. And you won't have anybody to blame but yourself. Alright, now I think what I'm going to have under here is, the valve is going to fall away, and this is the control plungers. And this may actually cause a hydraulic leak, which means I'm going to have to take that off of there, but I figured I'd show this part to you guys at least. So when you're pulling them long little things out that are most likely in aluminum down there, but you can see the corrosion all over that. That little shock that this made, as well as this, makes a big difference breaking things loose. That if you just pull on this thing and make torque, and even if you hit the handle with it, it's not quite the same. Impact driver, small impact. Let me tell you, those are heroes in my book quite often. Let's see what we got. Are they stuck together still? Well, they are. Well, look at that. This is Pops looking at a hydraulic leak. I gotta keep working. You guys be good.